Nothing worthwhile has ever happened without somebody with a passion driving it.
Hey guys, we're up here at the 2018 NPAA, National Professional Anglers Association up in Wisconsin Dells. This is our second year. There's some good speakers. We're pretty excited. We just got here. You ready?
I'm ready. Let's do this. From Chicago, Illinois, and Alex and I are here representing, I guess, the only two people from the tournament catfishing world. So we've seen really amazing growth in our sector. So I have a two-part question. How are your companies, I guess, looking at these new growing sectors, and what are your recommendations for tournament anglers that are looking to kind of bring new companies into those emerging sectors?
Okay, I'll assume that it does. Catfish is one of those growing sectors, and again, I'll speak from my point of view, and the fact that we have lines that are specific, that are species specific, whether they're bass or walleye. We even have a catfish line, and as those markets continue to grow, and as we're doing our analysis of them, we're going to put more efforts behind them. So organizations and anglers who are then looking to come to us and look for sponsorship, the first thing that I'll tell them is make sure that when you do a proposal, that you have it buttoned up, that you can tell me where you're going to be fishing, the type of fishing that you're going to be doing, the type of equipment that you're going to need. And then if you are an angler, again, it's all about getting feedback, proper feedback, images, information, content, right? And being able to share that. If you're an organization, it goes right back to the other gentleman who asked before, how can you engage the anglers and the people there, and how can you get me that connection with them after that?
I think it's a really good question. For Mercury, I don't necessarily look at things species-wise unless we feel that there is an area that we need to see some growth in, and sometimes that has more to do with logistics or where you're at. But I think there's nothing that moves us faster as far as trying to get involved with things. And this is kind of cheating, but it goes back to the boat companies. That moves us a lot. So if you have a relationship or are looking at relationships, who's a good boat company to partner with? And then also in your community, dealerships. Again, I'm going to sound like a broken record sometimes, but we're driven by our dealers and our boat companies, and so a lot of our partnerships stem from us trying to be better partners with them. And so the opportunity is more based on those types of things versus what the actual species is, because I know there's another fast-growing sport, which is the spearfishing. And at first I was a little reluctant just because we've always tried to be more of a live release, but that doesn't always work because we know in the saltwater that doesn't work. So I think it's making sure that you're reaching out to the right people, have some type of a business model or a plan, and basically try to make sure that you're laying out all of those things before you even get to us. Like, who exactly do you want? You have to sort of really decide before you come to us. What is your plan? What's your 2-year plan? What's your 3-year plan? What is the growth? And why do we want to be involved in this? What is this going to do to help us sell product? Because our marketing budgets are driven by sales. So I think that you just have to look at it holistically, and we are always open to opportunities, always.
Ours is in the same line as that. We would obviously get the proposal from you, look at the benefits that are in there, look at how that fits into our matrix that we have as we set up our budgeting for each calendar year. We would also take that into the fact that go out and reach out to our district marketing manager for that area, to our dealers in that area. Because the first thing we do with any proposal is, depending on where it's coming from, we go to that region and we talk with them. You know, how advantageous is this for us? You know, how will it affect your sales? How will it affect the market share? And you have to do a little bit of research and background on that, because we get hit, you know, from the crappie standpoint, we get hit from the bow standpoint, which is now starting to grow. And we get all these from different areas, and the biggest thing for us is that we only have limited dollars, so we want to make sure the investments we make are the ones that work best, not only for our dealers, for our market share, but also for our product and our messages. So all that combined, and there's probably more things that we're not hitting on that still sit out there, but all that combined is what we take into an account before we just jump out and start sponsoring different groups and different tournaments.
Yep. Thank you.
Do well.
So this is our second year at the conference. This year we have some different speakers. One of them's Al Linder, Kevin Van Dam.
Yeah, it's a good lineup this year.
It's a good lineup. We just got done listening to Kevin Van Dam, and it was pretty inspirational just on how, you know, he started and where he's at today, and, you know, learning on how to get sponsors and things he's done in his career to get to where he's at today. So
Yeah.
our next speaker is Al Linder, and we're pretty excited about that.
Yeah, this is a great organization. You know, we're only a couple catfish folks here, but it's really a multi-species organization that aims to kind of get everyone together and show great ways to promote your own personal brand, to grow your social media presence,
Yeah.
and really just take things to the next level as a professional. Even if you're not making your living at being a professional angler, it's really how to be more professional within the sport itself. So there's a lot of value, there's a lot of great industry connections here, and just a lot of great people.
Yeah, when we watched Kevin Van Dam, he didn't really talk about bass fishing or, you know, what he likes to do when he's fishing. He just talked about, you know, where he is today, how he got there, and who's helped him get there. So we've learned a lot, and excited to put that into our sport
Yep.
and see how it grows.
Yeah, it's a great conference. I would recommend it to anyone that are interested in really taking their personal brand to the next level, to really check out the NPAA. It's the National Professional Anglers Association, and I think it's npaa.net.
Yep.
And give that a look, and hope to see you guys here in the future.